Hello YouTube divers, this is WaterDive 122, and today we are going to do something a little bit different on this channel. So for a long time, I'd fallen in love with the college I currently go to, Western Carolina University, here in Cullowhee, North Carolina. It's obviously no secret that I love this school so much. Um, I've alluded to potentially going here in many of my older videos, and now here we are. I'm currently in my second semester of my sophomore year here at WCU. Um, my love for this my love for this university started back on my all district band days rather in middle school and high school. As you all know, if you've watched my older videos, the clinics would be held here at Western Carolina University, and it was on my second ever trip to one of those clinics when I was in 8th grade. That was when I decided I wanted to be a student here at Western Carolina. That was when I knew that I wanted to go to college here and get my degrees and associated others um, achievements and goals at. That would set me up for long-term success. I specifically remember falling in love with the scenery and the atmosphere and the sheer convenience of this entire campus. And I will never forget that moment in November 2022, fall semester of my senior year of high school, where I received my acceptance letter from this university and its famous School of Music. And as I said earlier, I am currently in my second semester of my sophomore year here at Western Carolina, and I've created a lot of great memories during my time here. That said, however, one of the most interesting aspects I've come across during my time at this university is its illustrious history and lore. This will be a series of multiple videos where we talk in depth about this university's history and note all of the important events and people, as well as buildings, that helped make WCU the great university it is today. Each video will cover each university president or leader in WCU's existence, starting in 1889 when the university was founded and ending here in present day 2025. So let's start with the very beginning, with the earlier years of Western Carolina University, with the Madison era. So Western Carolina University started off as a one-building schoolhouse constructed by Lewis J. Smith. Smith was a former Confederate soldier in the Civil War and was also a teacher. Note this will be a common theme throughout the course of these videos. The schoolhouse was initially named the Liberty School and was on his farm. However, a more permanent school was built a mile away from Smith's farm, and Liberty School relocated there and was renamed Cullowhee Academy. Cullowhee Academy officially opened for students on August 5th, 1889, and Smith served as the first chairman for the Board of Trustees for the school. Cullowhee Academy hosted 18 students and one teacher, and by 1891, the school was renamed to Cullowhee High School. Note, I highly believe that that a high school back in 1891 is way different than a high school in 2025, but neither here nor there. And also, by 1891, the school was, and also, it's 2 years later, Cullowhee High School saw its first graduating class. Robert Lee Madison was the lone teacher for the school, and he sprouted a teaching idea that revolutionized the development in normal schools across the state of North Carolina at the time. The idea was dubbed the Cullowhee Idea, which is the foundation to which WCU's current mission and purpose of service to the region was based on. The plan was to establish teaching and teaching training to provide education for rural students, essentially students who didn't live in the big cities like Asheville or Charlotte or Raleigh or Durham, etc. Madison gained the financial appropriation of $1,500 per year by the state of North Carolina in 1893, meaning that they approved his idea and would agree to help support him. Over the next few years, the school's enrollment increased drastically, ending up at 234 total students by 1897. Definitely a far cry to how many students attended the school just almost a decade prior. Due to this, the state appropriations also increased to include capital funds for construction. Basically, this is when we get to all of the major expansions. The first major expansion to the campus. Work began to expand the school in 1903, and by 1904, the first building on Cullowhee High School's campus was finished, the Madison Building. This building was named after President Madison, Robert Lee Madison, and costed $6,909. Keep in mind, this was how expensive it was in 1904, 1903. That was funded by the state's appropriations. After the Madison Dormitory opened in 1939, which is the current iteration of Madison Building, the academic Madison Building was referred to as Old Madison, and we will talk more in depth about this in another video. In 1905, Cullowhee High School was renamed to Cullowhee Normal and Industrial School and gained its first dormitory in 1907, known as Davies Dormitory. It was a women's dormitory that officially opened for occupation in 1910. WCU's very first steam plant was also opened in 1910, consisting of a huge boiler that was hauled from the neighboring town of Silva to Cullowhee via oxen after being unloaded off of a train. And with that said, that concludes the first part of the history of WCU. Thank you so much for watching, my fellow YouTube divers. This is WaterDive122 signing out, ready to dive and more fun on YouTube. We'll see you in the next episode, and thanks for watching.